just be humble, be a sponge, and like, you're going to end up in the right place.
If you want to talk a little bit more how like the whole Buccaneers situation happened right out of school.
There was a really, really random opportunity that came up. This was my in. It wasn't shooting the athletes. It wasn't shooting, events. It wasn't shooting like fans. It was like an experimental kind of photo shoot kind of thing. It was kind of like to see fan engagement inside the arena. And I had to document that. It was a really simple, but if I could handle that, the simple things, you really need to treat it the same way as you would treat a Netflix production movie, right? Everything needs to be treated the same way. So I did. I started to make the connections there. The person who hired me was a production manager. He's amazing. He's Jason Turner. He was like the work dad over there. He really helped me, mentor me, and like tell me what to do, what not to do, really set me up and push me out of my comfort zone to help me grow. And, as we talked and after the gig kind of ended, he was like, hey man, so where are you at right now? Like, what's your story? Where are you at? And I'm like, hey, I'm about to graduate. He goes, well, we have an internship coming up. And I was like, whoa, like that was a sign, like right in front of my face. And so I kind of like was like, I don't know. I don't think I'll get, I don't think I'll get picked or anything. So I don't really stress enough to apply right away. Plus I didn't know where to look, right? That was the first thing. And I get an email and it's like, hey, did you apply yet? And I'm like, oh my goodness, no. And so I did right away. And a couple weeks later, boom, the internship happened and I got it. And with these, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of people who apply. And I didn't realize until then, but like some jobs I had applied for, there was like 600 people and like, it was just insane. And so that being said, I got a very good reference and word. My guy, his name's Carlson, he was just the photographer. He put a really good word in for me, and it really like put me like on top. So when I say like connections are so important and like being a good person, like you could be the most talented person in the world, but if you're not fun to work with and you're not hungry and you have an ego, like it's gonna put you right under here. People want to work with good, hardworking people who are going to push you to be a better person, not like somebody's going to be like, hey, you stay down here, right? Like it's just